Welcome to the greatest Nick show in the world. Episode number 201, Terminated. The show has a new name. I'm no longer with the other project, so now I'm going to start working on Nick & Co. show. So you can find me on Twitter, obviously, at my personal handle, @NickerJones. On Instagram, @TheNickerJones. You can follow this show at Nick & Co. show. That's all spelled out. Nick and Co. show. That's where you can find the Facebook page, the Twitter page, the Instagram page. And hopefully you'll join us there as we continue to grow and build and create and promote all of us being adult athletes. Hey, also, thank you guys so much for the support during this time. It's sucked. It's been hard, but I'm honored to call you guys my friends. I love you guys, and I appreciate you guys reaching out and making sure I'm okay. That means a lot to me. A lot of people think it's not a big deal, but to me, it means the world. So thank you very much. So let's get right into it, all right? Yeah, I was terminated. My time with my ex-employer is over. I'm sure most of you are probably tuning in right now to hear the story, and man, is it a juicy one. Holy moly. It's absolutely salacious, mind-numbing, and completely crazy. And here goes. Things just didn't work out. I mean, sometimes when there's two different parties with two different visions, I mean, it's impossible to complete both visions at the same time. So we parted ways. And for me, it doesn't solve anything to dwell on the negative. I can spill my guts. I could tell my story. That's my opinion. But in the end, I mean, what does that solve? Instead of dwelling on the petty past, I'm going to do one thing. And I'm going to focus on the future. And my God, that future is looking incredible. This is really short-term pain. And it's going to hurt. I don't have a job, no income. I'm going to have to do some hustling. Get out there and find something else to bring some income. That's short-term pain. But in the long term, it's going to be incredible. It's going to be what I was always meant to do in this world. And you know what? I've said it many times to my friends, and I'll say it a million times from this point moving forward. Any team, any person that's ever won a championship has had to go through adversity to win that championship. And folks, this is our adversity. This is my adversity. And I'll overcome. I always do. I can't wait for you guys to be a part of my future. And let's just treat this parting of ways as a breakup, right? We broke up. Number one rule of a breakup is you shouldn't make your mutual friends choose between sides, and I won't. I'm all about giving people their flowers. And I think those guys did a lot of really cool things. They grew a huge hockey league in Calgary and a pretty damn cool draft tournament. They were rad. But I also created a lot of really cool things, and I was a part of building the things. So why make our friends pick which of these cool things to support? As I've always said, one of my number one mottos, why not both? So that's basically a little bit to touch on the old project. And hey, I wish I still had Beer League Talk. I met a lot of friends through there, but you know what? We built it once. We can build it again. It can be what it was supposed to be. So let's get it. Now, on to the next topic at hand. I know you're probably thinking, Nick. What the hell have you been doing? Well, good question. I mean, a good question to ask me what I've been doing. I've been doing a lot of things. Now, I don't know if any of you guys have ever been fired, but getting fired sucks. I mean, it really does a number on you as a person. Like you're upset, you're mad, you're angry, and you just kind of, you don't know what you're going to do next. And, I thought a lot about it. I thought, well, what should I do? I've done other things in my life. Should I go back to doing oil and gas stuff? Should I become a musician? But I don't have any musical ability, so that was off the table. I just thought I was handsome enough to pull it off. But no, I don't know. I thought about doing a lot of different things, but what really kept coming back was I'm passionate about the kind of stuff that I was doing, and I can do it on my own. So why not keep doing that? And that's kind of what I plan on doing. So 2020 is going to be huge, guys and girls. Everybody, I'm going to have a shit ton of things going on, and I'm so freaking jacked. I can't wait to see you. I hope you guys come out and support that kind of stuff. But as for the show, way more content than what I ever did at the old place, because guess what? Now I have the time. I don't have a job. So I think that's a big thing that I'm going to do. What else? I want to host more events than just hockey. Now, I love hockey. Hockey is my favorite sport, but I played a lot of sports growing up, and those sports are fun. And there's a lot of beer league ball players, beer league flag football players. There's actually beer leaguers that play tackle football still. That's crap. I don't know if I can get involved with those guys. I don't want to get hit anymore. Those days are done. I run into someone on the ice and I'm hurting for a week. But there's so many other sports out there that same culture. Hockey's unique because of the locker room. But I think that we, as beer leaguers, as hockey players, we can take this uniqueness and bring it to other sports, like golf, like softball, like flag football, like basketball. You'll never hear me mention this again, soccer. I'm not a big soccer fan, and not because I don't think it's a good sport. It's just way too goddamn much running. I don't want to run. I don't want to run at all. So I don't even want to skate, really. I just wish I could play roller hockey, and there's no offside. Just stand down by the goalie and have a chat, maybe pound a couple Genos home. So I think that's the two things that I think that I'm going to. What else is going? I made my triumphant return to hockey. 82 days. 82 days without being active. I'm not a skinny man by any means. And I could feel myself getting fatter by the day. All that Blaze pizza. All that Blaze pizza was just adding up.
As a matter of fact, when we talk about what have I been doing, yeah, I podcasted when I was suspended. I don't know if those things will ever see the light of day, but a lot of people that I've let listen to them have said I should release them as the secret tapes. But speaking of Blaze Pizza, I did a whole episode, 15 or 20 minutes, the Blaze cast. I mean, there's a spirited 10-minute conversation about the origin of pepperoni. So maybe one day those will see the light, but don't count on it.
But I finally made my way back. New club team, the Bisons. New startup league in Calgary called the SHHL, the Superheroes Hockey League. One of the best small leagues now. It's growing. It's went from 12 teams to 55 in the last couple years. It's crazy. So got to get out with the Bisons and play a little puck. And, I don't like to brag. You know me. Not a braggart. But here's what happened.
Hey, new league. Best new league in Calgary, the Superhero Hockey League. It's my first game. How do I endear myself to my team? I just scored that game-tying goal with 30 seconds left of the fucking game! Go win the fucking game!
See? Just, one game, 2 points, game-tying goal with 22 seconds left. Not a big deal. Just like riding a bicycle, really, boys. Riding a bike. You just, take 82 days off, you come back, and you score your first goal since 2018. February 8th, 2018. Last time I scored a league goal was February 8th, 2018. But new league, new streak. Maybe it's good. Sometimes it's good to break up, eh? Yeah.
So we used to do a thing that I'm going to continue on in Nick and Co. We used to do a segment called fight, liney, cut, and that's where you choose 3 guys. It's kind of like the F, marry, kill, who you want to F, who you want to marry, who you want to kill. But we try to do it with sports figures and hockey because it's, fight, line mate, cut. So I think it's very fitting this episode to kind of address, what's been going on in the hockey world with just the way the culture's changing. And we all know there's been some very well-known people fired in the hockey industry. So this week for fight, liney, cut, we got to choose one, all right? Choose one to fight, choose one that you play on a line with, and choose one that you would cut from the team. So we're going to fight, liney, cut. Who would you choose? Don Cherry, Mike Babcock, and Bill Peters. The 3 guys that were fired. Now, listen, I'm not going to make this political and talk about whether I disagree or agree with their firing, but we're just going to do the F, liney, cut. First person, who would I fight? I want to say Don Cherry because he's old. But does he have old man strength? That's what I'd be worried about. And then Babcock, I don't know, Bill Peters looks like he's pretty soft. He looks like someone that... He looks like someone that you could take, I think, but he also is, he's also kicking his hockey players that are 20-year-old dudes in great shape, and he's not afraid to do that. So, yeah, I still think I'm going to go. I'm going to fight Bill Peters just because he looks like the softest guy. Don Cherry's old, but like I said, old man strength. So... who would I liney with? Well, Don's old, so he can't really move. It would make me look probably pretty fast out there. It would really make me look better. But what if this old-ass man, what if he's better than me? I'm sure he is. He's faster, so I'm gonna liney with Babcock because I still think he's probably got a little something in him. He's been skating. I know he's been fired for a little bit now, but he's probably still got the wheels. I could probably get the puck up to him, and he can go put that puck in the net. Get me some points. So I hate to do it. I hate to do it to Don. Hate to do it to Mr. Old School. But I'm going to have to cut Don Cherry. So I'm fighting Bill Peters. I'm lining in with Babcock. And I'm cutting Don Cherry. That's just the way it is. Do you agree with me? Did I overlook something? What do you guys think? Who would you fight, liney, cut? All right. Now, here's something that's kind of been it's important to me, but I know it's not important to everyone, but I brought it up on Twitter and in this Beer League Players Association page. And I know it makes you sound vain. It's something that everyone's like, oh, you shouldn't care about that. But I'm getting to that age. Where I got to worry about my hair. It's leaving. I'm going bald. And so I'm just kind of I've just been wondering at what point do you just shave it off? Now, I don't think I would look good bald. I look great with a full head of hair. I look damn handsome even with the bald spot, but I also cover that bald spot with the hat. I think maybe the hat makes me look handsome. But it's still I know it's not something that you should worry about. It's just hair. But I'm still worried about it. It's still my hair, and it's going, and it's decided to stop growing on my head and grow everywhere else on my body, which is ridiculous. Stupid body. How in the hell has there not been anyone figure out how to make your hair grow again? We've had so many medical advances in this world. Right now, they injected the dude from the Humboldt thing with stem cells, and he's able to start moving his extremities after he was paralyzed. We can do that, but we can't get hair to grow back on the head. I keep thinking that maybe I want to do, just hair transplant, but even that doesn't work, and it's expensive. I don't have a job. What am I gonna do? So my question to you guys, what do you guys think? When should you just say fuck it and shave your head? And 2, how acceptable are wigs? I'm not saying I want to wear a wig around everywhere, but maybe I'm going out, want to look good. Wear a wig, wear a toupee, wear a hairpiece. I don't know. Everyone that I've said this to before has said, well, you can wear a wig, but
you have to get a Yarmer Yager wig, which is rad. I want hockey hair. I've never had a chance to do it. If I would have known that I was going to lose my hair when I was like 18, 19, 20, when I had a full, beautiful, lush mane on my head, I would have grown it out. But I kept it short because I thought I looked the best that way. If I just would have known, I would have experienced it once. But now I've never experienced hockey hair. I've never had that flow whipping out the bottom of my helmet. I want to know what that feels like. So maybe I need to go get a Yarmer Yager. I mean, those wigs are only like 300 bones. I mean, right now I can't afford it, but maybe one day, and I just want to know how acceptable it would be for me to wear a real human hair wig underneath my helmet. And then, like, I think there are other people out there like me that worry about this kind of stuff. I mean, I know some of you are like, oh, it's just your hair, fucking deal with it. I got it. Okay, I know I'm a married guy. I'm not trying to impress anyone. But still, there's things that are important to myself. It's like Eagle hockey gloves. No one gives a shit what kind of gloves you're wearing, but I care that I wear Eagle gloves. That's why I have 80 pairs of them. So you probably don't give a shit about my hair. Maybe you don't give a shit about your hair, but I do. And I'm just curious. I'm sure there's other people out there that do. So what are your thoughts? When do you just shave it off? Do you keep holding on? I mean, I wear a hat anyway. Most people can't see it unless I take off my hat, but sometimes you never know. I might have to go to something professional. I'll have to go to an award show for this award-winning podcast. And I might have to dress up in a suit and tie. And I can't just wear a ball cap on a suit and tie. I'm not Russell Simmons, right? So that's just the things that I'm thinking about this week. And I'm curious what you guys think about that stuff. So let me know. Next week, episode 202. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about what you guys thought about this episode. Hopefully soon I'll get all my equipment back. When I got removed from the old job, and they claimed that they owned Beer League Talk, they took all my equipment. So I'm having to kind of piece together recordings. It's a lot harder without the equipment. Hopefully I'll have that up and running soon. Sorry about the sound. I don't have a recording space. And so everywhere is really loud. It sucks right now, but I'm going to make do, because this is what it's all about. This is connecting with you guys having a chance to sound off on the real hard-hitting beer league stuff, like losing your hair, right? And wearing red helmets. But anyway, that's episode 201. Thank you guys so much for your support. I'm glad to be back, and I'm so stoked about these events that are going to happen. I'm thinking probably between 10 and 15 in 2020, tons of chances for you to come out, get drunk, play some sports, and connect with beer leaguers like yourself from all over the world. I love you guys. Be good or be good at it.